New studies show that half of all Brits in the UK will use their telephone while on the loo, either to make or to take calls. That's more than 26 million adults, spending about 12 minutes a day. Who writes this stuff? Swiping before wiping.
Oh, no. I can't believe you said that. Well, the TV host James Corden, he recently revealed his wife was on the toilet when legend Stevie Wonder sang down the phone to her during his appearance on Carpool Karaoke. And this next clip neatly captures the moment when the singing sensation enthusiastically serenades her down the phone with what turned out to be unfortunate timing.
And it turned out later, yeah, she was in the loo. So is it wrong to answer the phone if you're sitting or standing, in men's cases, sometimes, in the loo? We're joined now by actress and television presenter Jenny Barnett, who says she takes calls in the loo all the time, and presenter and writer Gemma Forte, who says it is absolutely disgusting. All right, let's start with you, who does use the phone in the loo. There must be... we have to choose our words carefully here, but there must be points of time when you're in the loo when you wouldn't answer the call because of what's going on in there, surely?
That's not the point. The point is that if you're in the middle of a call and you don't want to stop the call, then you will go into the bathroom if the call of nature comes to you, and that's what you actually do. I don't do anything else in there. I clean my hands when I've finished, and I am one of the 40% that natters in the Oval if I'm caught short. My old man takes the telephone in with him in case he wants to receive calls. I never do that. I do think it's a disgusting habit, actually. Because the idea of intimacy near a lavatory pan, it turns you off, doesn't it? But everything today is instant. It's all about instant gratification. And we've got remotes very close to us. And I think what's happened is that when the telephone goes, you think, oh, I must take this. What happens? I might miss a job. I might miss a friend. I might miss the train. It doesn't matter what you're doing. I don't like it when somebody else is talking to me when they're in the loo. And how do I know this? Well, I know because I'm a trained musician, and you can know because you can hear the acoustics.
Well, yeah. So, Jenny, from that point of view, you know that people know when you're talking to them and you're on the loo. So do you not sort of feel like, oh, shouldn't do that because they're going to know exactly what you're doing?
No. I'm not going to drop the phone down the loo. It's not unhygienic. And what I do is that when I finish my ablutions, I will take my telephone. I will take it off speakerphone. I will close the lid of the loo. I will flush the loo, and then I'll hold my telephone miles away so that they can't hear anything. But my husband tells me it doesn't make a blind bit of difference. No. There is a... No.
That's all right.
There is a mute button.
Yeah, OK, don't worry about that. Look, I'm unclear about this. Are you telling me that what you don't do is sit on the loo and the phone goes when you're in the middle of your business and you don't take a call at that point?
No, I do not take the telephone into the bathroom unless I'm on it.
Already on the phone.
The telephone, and then I'm very clear about what I do because it is embarrassing.
Certain circumstances, we understand. Gemma, what about that then? You know, Jenny was saying there you might miss a job offer, you might miss an important call from a friend. Would you ever do it?
No, how likely is that, in all honesty? And I absolutely think this does feed into this culture that we've generated by having computers on us all of the time, i.e. our phones, where we're like, we're so important, we cannot be without our phone, we're surgically attached for 5 minutes. I think if I'm on the loo and I can hear my phone ringing, you do have that sort of like, oh, I wonder who it is, but it can wait. It's fine. We've got voicemail. I'm not that important. Nothing's going to change in my life if I don't take it that minute. Secondly, as Jenny said, you can tell if somebody's on the loo. That's a bit disgusting. You have a lock on the door for a reason. That's to keep people out. So why take thousands of people who are on the end of your phone, on your social media, in? A woman in the US got caught short. She was on a work conference call and she forgot to switch the camera off. Oh. That's gone viral. With her trying to make really important work statements and she's there with her trousers around her ankles. If you're at work and you're in a boardroom and you need the loo, you finish off your conversation, you politely excuse yourself and you go to the bathroom afterwards. And also, Jenny, you said it's not unhygienic. It is. Like back in the day when we used to go to burger restaurants and they had those bowls of mince and we always just stick our hand in and walk out merrily. And then all the data came out about how gross that was because of people who'd gone to the loo. They don't do that anymore.
On that subject, let's bring in Dr. Hilary here, because he'll be able to tell us exactly what level of hygiene it is. So what about this on the hygiene scale then, Dr. Hilary? How bad is it for people who are taking phone calls on the loo?
Well, the bad news for Jenny is that one of the world's leading electron microscopists analysed the domestic surfaces that we use in our daily lives all the time, and top of the list was the mobile phone for harbouring bacteria, viruses and all kinds of other nasties. They are an extension of ourselves, and whether we wash our hands before or after using the loo, the phone is contaminated.
Right.
It is a sign that we are addicted. We're compulsively using our phones. We can't get rid of them. And no wonder people have digestive issues in this problem. Let your bowels, alone for 5 minutes to do their stuff.
I think in the tradition of Good Morning Britain, we need full disclosure from all presenters here. So, Sean, let's start with you.
Never, no.
Never, ever?
That time in the toilet is my time.
Do you ever take it in to read messages or read a script or something? Read notes?
Possibly.
I bet you...
That's
should have said no, shouldn't I?
So if that is...
But I wouldn't be on the phone, because I just
No, but what if when you're reading, you're sitting on the loo, OK, and you're thinking, I'll just check that script, and you're looking at it, and then the phone goes?
I would not answer.
You wouldn't answer it?
No, it's your time.
Charlie?
No, and no.
Would you take it into the loo at all?
No.
Not even to read anything?
Go to the loo, it's just separate. It's just not... It's not hygienic to do that. Would you take your... Would you take a call?
Well,
take your phone into the toilet?
It's a British tradition to read on the loo, isn't it? You know, people take the newspaper in or the book. That's a tradition, and it's certainly the case. That's why I asked you the question, and I know it was a yes from you. I would take the phone in if I wanted to read something, but if it goes, no, I would never answer it.
OK, Charlotte,
Even if it was
you've been on the phone for 20 minutes waiting for somebody to answer, to make an important appointment.
Oh,
and
no.
that you're still waiting and you need to go to the loo. Do you take it with you or not?
I couldn't. No, I just couldn't do it because I was so embarrassed.
Good for you, right answer.
If then they answered exactly at that moment when I was on the loo, no, I'd be mortified, so I wouldn't be able to do it. But listen, we asked you this morning on Twitter, would you take a call on the loo? It is the big question of the morning. Let's take a look at the results so far. So 64% of you said that it was wrong to take on the call. Is that right? 64% said wrong to take a call on the loo, and 35% of you said yes. So thanks very much.
So here we are on the day that we're talking about the green traffic light system and the government's education policies falling apart.
We cover all the important issues.
The prime time debate.
Thank you very much to Jenny and Gemma. And also thank you to you if you're watching at home on the loo or wherever you might be. You know, a lot of people watch us on the go. You just don't know. We're grateful for the
I suppose statistically that's true. There are some of you watching this right now, you're watching it on your phone on the loo. That's actually happening. Thank God it's not... You should never use it for a two-way vision. Absolutely not.
No, let's not do that.
All right.